वैष्णवेभ्यो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। आराध्य भगवान व्रजेशतनुस्तद्धाम वृंदावनम रम्याकाजितुवासना व्रजवतु वर्गेण याकृपिता श्रीमद्भागवतं प्रमाणमूलम् प्रेमा कुमार्तो महान् श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभुर्मतमिदं तत्रादरं परतः। हरे कृष्ण। So welcome all the devotees back to Bhakti Shastri course, and we are in the midst of the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Both the armies are assembled, and let's see what happened. Yesterday we had discussed that Arjuna told Krishna to take the chariot in the midst of the two armies, and Krishna is a Bhaktvatsal, and he followed the order of his devotee. So Krishna's Bhaktvatsalta was pointed out, and simultaneously Arjuna is observing the army. Tatra pashyat sthran partha pitran atha pitamah acharyan matulan bhratran putran potran sakhims tatha swasuran suhridaschaiva senayor ubhayorapi tatra pashyata. So there Statan Parthan, the son of Kunti, Pitran discussed that he saw fathers, the people in the age of fathers, Pitamahan, age of grandfathers, Acharyan, teachers, Matulan, maternal uncle, mama, Bratran, brothers, Putran, sons, Potran, grandsons, Sakhi, friends, Susuran, Sasur, Suhrda, and dear ones. Senayor, Ubhayor, in both the armies. So just here, this is we have seen so far till now. So this chapter is divided like that. First part was introduction. Dhritarashtra's inquiry was there, and then Duryodhana was fearing, and his diplomacy, Kutniti was being pointed out in the verse 1 to 11, and then there was blowing of conch shells and signs of victory, verse 12 to 20. There were more than 5 signs of victory. First, that Duryodhana, Saraswati, mother, was speaking through Duryodhana that for my sake they have already died. Another sign was that when these Pandavas, they blew their conch shells were named transcendental. Another was that the chariot was donated by Agni, therefore it was capable of conquering all directions. Next one was that when the Pandavas sounded their conch shell, it shattered the hearts of sons of Dhritarashtra. The next one was that Kapi Dhwajaha, Arjuna's flag, was marked with a monkey. And strange enough, it was not simply a flag, the monkey was alive. Not only it was alive, it was shouting. And it was shouting so terribly that it was creating terror in the opposite arm. All these reasons were there. Signs of victory. Can you see the screen?
Because some black spot is coming.
Which black spot is coming? What I am showing, can you see that?
Only half screen is visible.
So you are able to see now what I am showing.
Yeah.
Then what's the problem?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, while sharing, if you will turn off the screen optimization, then that black screen will go.
That's okay. Whatever I want to show, I am showing you. Focus on what I am showing. Okay? You need not see the whole screen. You focus. I am only talking what I am showing. Okay?
Hari.
Hari. Third was that Arjuna observes the armies. Arjuna's, so we discussed that, Pashyat, he's saying, I will see. So like he's saying, and then Krishna is a Bhakt Vatsal. So it was pointed out. And now this new section is beginning from here. The Arjuna will give doubts and reasons why I cannot fight. So basically, he'll give 5 reasons, which are as follows. So the reason will be compassion and resultant symptoms due to compassion on his body. That is text 1.27 to 1.30. And after that, fearing the loss of enjoyment. That is text number 1.30 to 1.35. At this stage, I would like to tell you that sometimes the verses are intermingled. So in like 1.30 is there in compassion region also and no enjoyment region also, because it contains both the regions. Like a verse is divided into 4 parts, you can see, like 8, 8, 8, 8. That is how the Anushtup goes. Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yutsava Mamaka Pandavascheva Kim Akurvata Sangha. So maybe in 30A, the reason may be compassion, and 30C, the reason may be no enjoyment. Therefore, some verses are together also. And similarly, you find divisions like overlapping. So don't worry too much technical about that. So you one verse, how it can come in 2 places, it can come. Everything is possible. Fear of sin. The next reason is that, hey, not only leave compassion, leave enjoyment, we will go to hell. And then because we go to hell, and to avoid hell, we should do some atonement or prayaschit. So that will in 1.36 to 38, 1.43 to 45. And then not only I will go to hell personally, not only I will enjoy personally, but the whole dynasty will be destroyed. Harmful effects on others also. This is one other the reason he will give 1.37 to 43. Again, there is some overlap. You are intelligent students, you can figure out. And the final reason he gives is I'm utterly confused, indecision. Let's go ahead. Just remember these reasons. 5 reasons: compassion, no enjoyment, fear of sin, destruction of dynasty, and indecision. तान समीक्षस कौन्तेय सर्वान् बंधून् अवस्थितान् कृपया परयाविष्टो विषीदन् idam अब्रवीत्. तान समीक्षस कौन्तेय. When he saw them, and Kaunteya, the son of Kunti, Sarvan Bandhun, all his relatives assembled there, Kripaya Parayavishto. He became compassionate, and Paraya means to a superlative degree, being extremely compassionate. You will see that now. Vishidan, and he started lamenting. Idam Abravit. And like while he's speaking also, his voice is faltering. Nainam Galata Shrudharaya. But that is not due to what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying. Prabhupada will clarify that the reason is different, but Vishidan Idam Abravit was faltering. So here the compassion reason is shown here. He became compassionate. So he observed the armies from his point of view. I discussed with you yesterday about the Pratyaksh Pramana. So he saw the armies with his Pratyaksh, and therefore he got a certain perception. And we discussed that right in the beginning. The Gita points out that the problem of the conditioned soul is that over-reliance on Pratyaksh. Not that Pratyaksh cannot be totally given up. It's not like that. We should follow Pratyaksh. It's like some thief is stealing something from the shop, and the policeman comes, hey, why you're stealing? Hey, don't rely on Pratyaksh. You cannot say that at that time. But we should not over-rely on Pratyaksh. Over-reliance Pratyaksh, and then the state of what Arjuna went through, is not able to follow the instructions of the Lord, not able to render devotion service. Vishidan idam abravit. Compassion. The Acharya say that the merciful Lord, because he wanted to deliver the universe, he is putting Arjuna into illusion. And for Arjuna, it is appearing that my duty to fight is irreligious. And he has distorted the philosophy of non-violence. The philosophy is Ma Himsyat Sarva Bhutan. So this is a statement of the scriptures that you should not cause violence to any living being. But this philosophy he has distorted to the extreme degree. So that we'll see that. So now, so this is what Lord put him in illusion. Arjuna uvacha drishtvevam swajanam Krishna yusam samupasthitam sidanti mama gatrani mukham cha parishyushyati drishtvevam swajanam. So earlier he said, Dhritarashtra se durbuddhi, the evil sons of Dhritarashtra, and now he's saying swajanam. Just see the power of Pratyaksh. Right now, just 5 minutes before, you are saying Durbuddhe, who have come to side with the evil son of Dhritarashtra. And now he's saying his mind has totally conquered him, and he's saying Sojanam, my relatives. So again, we pointed out in the Dhritarashtra with the skin disease, and Arjuna also seems to catch that disease. It has become a contagious, and he has also got corona, it seems. Krishna, Gyutsam, they have come here to fight. Samavastidam, Sidanti mama gatrani, mukham, my mouth is drying up, and my throat is, is choked up, my body is quivering, mouth is drying up, So now here Prabhupada writes that these are all qualifications, by seeing his kinsmen, Arjuna, just by seeing his kinsmen, friends, and relatives on the battlefield, was at once overwhelmed by compassion for them. He felt compassion for his soldiers, but he felt compassion even the soldier of the opposite party. So such symptoms in the Arjuna were not due to weakness, but to his soft-heartedness, a characteristics of the pure devotee of the Lord. So now you see here that one thing is very sure, that a devotee should always be compassionate to others. Devotee means he should be forgiving. Taroriva sahishnuna. Tolerance is a very important quality. So tolerance comes from forgiveness. Just like somebody may have done something to us which was not very palatable, but if we keep on maintaining that grudge, even after 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, it's deep in our hearts, and that's surely going to cause you problems. See the standard of Arjuna, how much they did to him. Has anyone did to you like that? Has anyone poisoned you? Has anyone, put your house on fire or stole your whole bank? He, somehow UPI gave medal with, and he took your 1 lakh rupees. Has somebody done like that to you? Any of you? Any of us? Nobody. Small things are good. Arjuna is able to forgive such big incidents. His wife was brought to public, and the complete disrobing was about to happen. Still, he's like compassionate devotee. Okay, whatever has happened has happened. It's okay. So that's the nature of a devotee. He's quite compassionate. So, normally you will be okay, but when some extreme situations come, then there needs to be seen how you behave. We'll discuss that different kinds of behaviors are there. So, like one devotee was there, and his parents were in foreign NRI. So both the parents were in foreign; they were earning there, and like his father's brother, he was in India, Bharat. His father's brother in Bharat, and then his father's brother's daughter was doing MBBS, and his devotee's father, he was sponsoring also. They gave the entire money for the entire MBBS, and they were there in foreign for 4 or 5 years. And when they came back, they saw that the brother of the father, he had usurped all the properties, all the land, and all the house also. How do you behave? How do you respond in such a situation? Naturally, it's like person starts boiling, and actually his mother became little, psycho by this behavior. It's called dhokebazi. We sponsored, entire MBBS of the daughter, nothing in gratitude, and over and over, stealing the property. So and Arjuna was like, this situation was 100x magnified. This is nothing. Try to understand. Still, he is not bearing any grudge. So try to understand what a devotee is. Devotee means, okay, whatever has happened has happened. We don't maintain a grudge for a very long time. Immediately the response, we cannot say how the response will be when the situation we are undergoing. But after some time has passed away, then why do we need to maintain the grudge? Just like, like somebody goes in the road, or like somebody is going to the forest, and somebody's father was going, mother was going, or brother was going, and a tiger eats him up. should not happen, but somehow it happens. And what to do now? Shall I maintain grudge with the tiger, all life long? This fellow, why he ate my brother? Now it has happened. So somebody may be in the body of a tiger, but that is mentality. Somebody body of a human being, but that is the tiger mentality there. So it's useless to maintain, grudge whole life. Why should I keep on burning with the boils of envy? The best, just understand it. So just give it up. How do you get up? By learning transcendental knowledge, which Lord Krishna will tell Arjuna how to see the situation. So this is what Gita is referring to. This is what you have to learn. So now one more thing here is that first time the name Krishna is mentioned. Dishtvedam Swajanam Krishna. Many names of Krishna are mentioned, but this Krishna name is mentioned for the first time. It's a very sweet name of Krishna. Generally, in Mahabharata, Krishna is referred to as Keshav, the one with beautiful hair. But Krishna is very intimate and sweet name. The all attractive, Hare Krishna. That name is mentioned here for the first time. Vepatuscha sarire me roma harshascha jayate gandiva samste hastat twakcheva paridahyate. Vepatuscha sarire. My body is trembling, and roma harsh, my hairs are standing on end, and gandiva is slipping from. Can you imagine? This warrior Arjuna, he took a vow that if somebody will tell me to keep my Gandiv down, I will kill him. And it so happened that you just told him once. And he was ready to kill you this time. That same warrior who is so fierce, his Gandiv is slipping from his hand. Now, sometimes you might have seen movie screens, and sometimes, that some ladies there, she's carrying a plate of food and she's going. Suddenly, news comes, hey, your husband has got heart attack. The plate falls on the ground, and the lady also falls on the ground. So, hearing some very unpalatable news, this kind of emotions come. And especially emotions on the body come very easily on the females. Very easily they start crying, sometimes somebody is expired, or very easily they start crying. Men also cry, not so much. Already in men, symptoms of the physical body are very less. What to talk of warrior? Arjuna is a warrior here, and the Gandhi was slipping from his hand. So this was like a very dramatic scene. You can imagine the warriors, Gandhi was slipping. And my skin is burning. My whole body is trembling. My hair is standing on end. Say Prabhupada writes, there are two kinds of trembling. One is with Lord Chaitanya talks, great spiritual electricity, Nainam Gada Sudharya, or out of great fear. There is no fear in transcendental relation. So therefore, Prabhupada is writing here, Arjuna's symptoms in this situation are out of material fear, namely loss of life. What is this? Just in the previous purport, Prabhupada said, can you see? Just last purport Prabhupada said that Arjuna is pure devotee with the Lord, and therefore the symptoms are manifesting. Previous verse, if you see, such symptoms are not due to weakness, but this is soft heartedness due to pure devotee. In the immediate next purport Prabhupada is writing, it is due to material fear. Arjuna is afraid. How do you figure out? How do you reconcile? How do we reconcile? We reconcile by not reconciling. Please understand, when we read the scriptures, we don't have to become a judge of the character. Arjuna is correct or Arjuna is wrong. That nobody is giving you the right to become the judge or the lawyer. What we are here to do is we are here to learn the lesson. Earlier we learned the lesson that a devotee should be compassionate. And here we are learning the lesson that a devotee should not be coward. So like that, many places will come usually. What is happening? The immediate next purport, total contradictory thing is being presented. In the case of Chitraketu, Prabhupada said that Chitraketu offended Lord Shiva. In the immediate next purport, he says, no, he did not offend Lord Shiva. Mother Parvati misunderstood him. So please don't, you will become confused what's going on here. So like that, we have to understand, we have to learn the lesson which we have to learn. Another, I'll give one more example. When the Bharat Maharaj fell down, so Sukadeva Goswami says there that he was a pure devotee and therefore he could not fall down. His fall down was due to his prarabdha karma. Like earlier some curse he had got or something, and because of that he fell down. Prabhupada writes in the purport, it is not due to his prarabdha karma. It is due to his willful neglect he fell down. Prabhuji, these acharyas are contradicting. Prabhuji, what is this? Sukadeva Goswami is saying it was due to prarabdha karma, and Prabhupada is saying it is not due to prarabdha karma. Totally connected opposites. What's going on here? No. We have to try to reconcile. Firstly, we should not become a judge. So we have to learn the lesson. That yes, I should understand that I have the prarabdha karma. I am supposed to suffer here a lot. But what Prabhupada is hinting at, that is what the hint of Sukadeva Goswami is that we should understand our position in this material world. Prabhupada is hinting is that if you perform very intense bhakti, then that can be overcome. If you neglect your spiritual processes, then surely your prarabdha will act. This is how we reconcile the acharyas. So there is no contradiction in the acharyas. There is no contradiction in the acharyas. Only thing, we have to learn the lesson what they are giving from different angles of view. That is learned through devotees. In scriptures also, we need to learn from the devotees. Otherwise, you'll see now Arjuna is also affected with that. So this is another reason starting here. It was the compassion resultant symptoms 127 to 130. And न च शक्नोम्यवस्थातुं भ्रमतीव च मे मनः निमित्तानि च पश्यामि viparitani keshavah. So now here, these two reasons, it will fall in both the compassion and no enjoyment, because na cha shaknomi avastham bhramati, my mind is reeling. So it was due to compassion, his mind was reeling. But in the like 1.30 C and D, nimittani cha paschami viparitani, I see only causes of misfortune. That is, I will not enjoy. So this is the reason is also given here. Now you see, again coming back to the point that when we see with the pratyaksha or rely, then we are sure to fall into illusion. Arjuna is standing right next to Krishna, and again he fell into illusion. He is thinking that all misfortune will come to him. When one goes near to Krishna, all fortune comes to him. He is saying nimittani viparitani, I see only causes of misfortune. How is it? Somebody goes near to Krishna, it is all auspicious, but he is saying just the opposite. He is saying nimittani cha paschami viparitani, I see only cause of misfortune. So this is what when we see with pratyaksh praman. So please don't see with pratyaksh praman. Another point is, don't even see with others pratyaksh praman. Don't see with your pratyaksh praman, anuman praman, or don't see with others pratyaksh, like you heard from others, but it was coming due to their pratyaksh, their observation. That is also bogus. So what clarifies here, I'll just read for you. It may be argued that Sukadeva Goswami is not the only. Where did it? Sorry, what happened? It may be argued that Sukadeva Goswami is not the only authority of perfect knowledge, because there are many other sages. Contemporary to Vyasdev, there were many other sages like Gautam, Kannad, Jaimini, Kapil, Ashtavakra, Patanjali, 6 and many others, and they have their own paramparas. Fine. Now Prabhupada is saying here the difference between the 6 paths and the path of Sukadeva Goswami is that 6 sages speak the facts according to their own thinking. You may be very great sage also. You may be very great sage also, but if you speak according to your thinking, according to your pratyaksh or your anuman, that is not perfect. That is what is being pointed out here. Sukadeva Goswami presents the knowledge which comes directly from Brahma Ji, who was educated by the Supreme Lord. Therefore, parampara means it should start from the Supreme Lord only. That is very, very important. Always understand whatever you perceive in this world, whatever you are thinking, is it verified by the parampara? Otherwise, you are sort of fall into illusion, just like Arjuna fell. Vedic knowledge descends directly from Lord, from Brahma God, from Naradji God, from Vyasdev God, Sukadeva Goswami. Thus, the knowledge being received from chain of disciplic successions is perfect. Yes. One cannot be spiritual master in perfection unless until one has received the same by disciplic succession. 6 great sages mentioned may be great thinkers, but their knowledge by mental speculation not perfect. So, such great sages also have disciplic succession, but they are not authorized. No one can be independent except Narayan. Therefore, no one's knowledge can be perfect, for everyone's knowledge is dependent on the flickering mind. Mind is material, and thus knowledge presented by material speculators is never transcendental and can never be perfect. Please note down this verse, and I think you can go through it later on. 2.8.25. Srimad Bhagavatam 2.8.25. So many times Prabhupada is saying, the whole Gita is based on that. Please don't try to see the world. Don't try to figure out how this world is functioning. Like in the former one example I told you of the devotee story. Sometimes, there was like a brahmachari example I'll give you. Sometimes brahmachari may feel, after 4 years anyways, I will change the ashram. So let me change right now only. Why you need to change right now only? In 4 years, you can practice intense bhakti also, right? But, just thinking, because like quite imperfect and self-fulfilling prophecy. Therefore, pratyaksh is, we should not rely on that. Over-rely, we should not. One good thing with Arjuna was, only one good thing with him was that somehow or other he had the courage and he consulted Krishna. That's the Bhagavad Gita. He observed, he will state his observation now. 5 reasons he'll given. Elaborate, he'll say. But the good thing about Arjuna was, finally he surrendered to Krishna and he sought guidance. My dear, you please tell me what I should do. And in the end, he said, Karishye vachanam tava. Whatever you say, I will do. Same problem keeps repeating again and again. So chapter 1 means telling the problems of the conditions. So many problems we discussed. One is, he's having skin disease. The Dhritarashtra was having, he's attached materially. Another is over relies on pratyaksh praman, Arjuna, and he doesn't seek guidance and suffers in this material world. So these are the typical problems of the condition. So then all problems come from these basic lack of guidance. And like Kaikeyi was also poisoned by mantra. And like she heard, now she could clarify. But the only problem with Kaikeyi Devi was she closed her ears. She did not consult with her father, either with her father or her husband or her son. Let's try to understand the desire of Bharat. Does he want to become the king? She might have asked just once, just nothing. And husband is supposed to be very close. She would have just like try to ask him, do you want to do like that? But she did not clarify. Because if you don't clarify, then we'll put Krishna far away from our seeing. We'll go very, very far away from spiritual life. Please make note, by our misuse of our independence, by mental speculating or pratyaksh praman observing and our perceptions, we leave bhakti. By our perception, we leave bhakti. It's not due to anyone else's fault. Nacha saknomi avasthatum brahmati vachemyamana nimittani cha paschami viparitani. Now these words nimittani and viparitani are very significant. as Srila Prabhupada says here. Nimittani vipritani means what? Like, everyone always thinks, what is in it for me? WIIFM, I think you all must have done in your FTC, FTW courses. What is in it for me? Needs, interest, concern, something like that. You must have gone through, or you must have given training. So what is in it for me? Now Arjuna is saying here, what is in it for me? And he's saying, there is nothing here for me. Generally, nobody is looking after the Supreme Lord. Everyone is thinking about sense gratification. So whatever confusion is, shall I buy Apple or shall I buy, Windows? Which phone shall I buy, or which laptop shall I buy? That is our confusion between two sense gratification. Now Arjuna's choices, in both the choices, sense gratification is hampered. And therefore he's saying, I am seeing only causes of misfortune. Nimittani paschami viparitani. So when when we see like that, then what happens is we become very fearful also. Which Prabhupada says here, bhayam dvitiya abhinivesha syat. This line. Bhayam dvitiya abhinivesha. Now see, try to understand this, 11 to 37. Bhayam, fear arises because of abhinivesh, or absorption in what? Dvitiya. So dvitiya means something else. Something else means something other than Krishna. When we have very deep absorption or attachment in something other than Krishna, then great fear will arise. How does it work like? How does the asakti or the attachment works like? Simple example I'll give you. Sometimes, somebody is staying in some colony, some boy is staying in some colony, and some he is going to college, and some other girl also who is also going to college, she is staying in the same colony. Like that. Now he had nothing to do with this girl. But somehow or other, as soon as his marriage got fixed up, now I have to marry this girl. Immediately thought starts coming, Arey, she is going to college without umbrella, sun is there, how she will go? Has she eaten breakfast? Arey fellow, she was going from last 2 years without umbrella. never did the thought cross your mind. Now in the 3rd year, the thought is crossing your mind. How she will go without umbrella? That is called attachment. Are you trying to understand how it works like? So, unnecessarily, the mind keeps on, the balloon of the mind keeps on expanding. Bhayam dvitiya abhinivesha. Like it rises to great fear. So that is the situation of Arjuna now. Fear non-Krishna. So what to do? So we should not, I will only lose. So why shall I, even try to do something? Even if we are in a position where we have only lose situation, we should remove I. Don't ask what I will get. You can also ask, how can I serve Krishna? Suppose you are in a very lose situation. You have nothing to gain now. But still you can ask, how can I serve Krishna? Just like see Prabhupada, he had a factory, and factory was burnt, and the servant took away all the other remaining belongings. It was a lose situation. He left home also, the factory also got burnt. He did not become depressed or morose. In this situation, he thought, how can I serve? So exactly when people fall in this lose situation in life, nimittani, viparitani, then they resort to either depression, or sometimes they may take extreme steps. This is what the modern people are doing, committing suicide is due to this lose situation, where he feels, I cannot do anything. I cannot get anything now in life back. But we are devotees. We should not do like that. We should feel, okay, I am lose. Let us say you lose everything, or wife is stolen by someone. It's not happen. I pray for you. Your job is gone. Your land, everyone took. Your relatives are killed. You have nothing. It should not happen. I'm again saying, but just hypothetical situation. Even if it happens to you can always come here, Prabhu, and serve the Lord. The Lord is always welcoming. You can always render service. That option is always there. Please don't feel depressed. Don't act like the materialist, giving life for some useless purpose. That is what Lord will teach Arjuna. So he's fallen into that situation. Lose. He has nothing to gain. We may also fall, although I pray that you don't fall. But Lord Krishna makes sure that his devotees, in one way or other, get something in the material world so that they become a little more serious. He will make sure that you become serious. He will not make you remain very, cozy and comfortable. He will make sure that you get some burns in this material world. When you become loose in your sadhana, especially, Lord Krishna does like that. He's very clever. So see from higher perspective, not from my perspective, from Krishna's perspective. So here it is said that the incomprehensible is not insensible. If I'm not able to make sense of something, it's not making sense to me, but it's not that it doesn't make any sense. It's sensible. Don't ask why this happened to me. The problem with Karna and his followers is same, that they kept on asking why this happened to me. Pandavas never asked like that. They never asked like that. Arjuna did not know why I was burnt, why my wife was so much insulted. They are not asking like that. Still they are showing compassion. Karna kept on asking why I was discriminated. Why Kunti did like this to me. I was always deprived, and his followers also feel the same. Therefore, Karna is a hero. So how can I serve? So we get Krishna's mercy. So Krishna is not going to give you mercy very easily, bro. Try to understand. He says, I give mercy, special mercy when I take away everything. So at the point in your life when nothing is working for you, you're not getting taste in chanting, you're not getting taste in Bhakti Shastri, you're not getting taste in reading Gita, you're not getting taste in services, you're not getting taste in job, home, nothing you're getting taste, still you continue. Krishna is waiting to see that. As soon as you do that, Krishna will give you mercy. Till the time you are going on puja, everything, job is going on, wife is nice, everything going on, Krishna will tell you. Nothing he will give you, he will not give you anything. When you don't get any taste from spiritual life, still you don't give up. That time he will understand that you are serious fellow. So get ready. You are just learning Gita now. Now Arjuna, it is happening, and with you also it will start happening, because it's a dynamic book. The Gita has not closed 5,000 years ago, and no, it's an open book. It's a Raj Vidya, it's a Raj Guhyam. It's open for you. Anyone, the reader, he has entered the scene. Krishna is very dynamic because he is present till now. He is present here. He is hearing me speak, and you hear. Nacha shreyo anupashyami hatva swajanama bhave nakankshe vijayam Krishna nacha rajya sukhani cha nacha shreyo anupashyami. Arjuna is saying, Krishna, don't think that, I am thinking only prayers. I am thinking long-term benefit. Try to understand, I am not a fool. That's the meaning of the saying. I am thinking, you all have heard, right? Even in early MMCs in the first year, I think before Sankalpa, it is there, no? Shreyas and prayers. Shreyas and prayers, all of you must be knowing. Otherwise, you will not be here. Arjun is saying, I am thinking Shreyas, huh? Don't think I'm short-sighted or something like that. My thing is very high. Krishna, don't think, small. Try to understand from my point of view, Krishna, I am thinking very big. I am thinking Shreyas. Just imagine he's saying to Krishna these things. So that's sure that he will do it. But he is not thinking of the Shreyas which we talk, ultimate Shreyas. But there is for a Karm Kandi or Karm Yogi, the Shreyas is going to heaven. Preyas means what he gets in this life. Shreyas means going to heaven. Okay? For the Gyan Kandi, the Gyan Yogi or whatever, the Preyas is whatever he gets in this life, he becomes famous. And the Shreyas is he goes to Brahmajyoti. For the yogi, Preyas is here and Shreyas is again Brahmajyoti either or Paramatma, whatever, according to his inclination. So Arjuna is saying, I'm thinking of Shreyas. That means, Nacha Shreyo Anupashyam. Hare Krishna will not even get heaven. Why? See, you will be shocked. Arjuna is not just simply saying like this, he's quoting verses. One thing which he's saying, he's quoting from Shastra. So where is exactly the problem? He's a very learned man, he's a devotee, he's quoting verses also. Still his conclusion is wrong. Why? We may learn the Gita, we may learn the entire Bhakti Shastri, but please understand, you can never diagnose yourself. One very important thing you have to learn is, no matter how much you go, even if you become sannyasi, you cannot diagnose yourself. Maybe you can expertly diagnose others' problems. Even material doctors, they cannot diagnose themselves. They don't prescribe medicine for themselves. They don't do that. They go to another doctor. Even materialists follow this principle. But here Arjuna is not able to follow this principle. So his knowledge is perfect. He's quoting Shastra. But somehow or other, his application is not perfect. That's the problem of the conditioned soul. You are a devotee, so your knowledge is perfect. You have learned everything. And to verify or to justify your perception, which you saw through Pratyaksha, he is trying to justify from the Shastra. That we should not do. We know the Shastra is still, when we fall in any situation, again we have to clarify from the authority. I am perceiving the situation like that. Is it correct? How much the authority is required? Just see. Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya ubdekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tatdarsha tad vidhi. So that is not only one time, Prabhu. हाँ प्रभु जी, एक बार पूछ लिया था हमने सुबह, कितना माला करना है? 16 माला, बस ठीक, जय राम जी की. It's not like that. It's every step, every serious decision which we make, we should take guidance. Otherwise, we will be Devi Esha Godamai Mama Maya Duratya Mameva Ye Prapadyante. Mameva Prapadyante means whenever you take serious decision, you clarify. Again, I will say that yes, there is certainly risk. The authority may not say you correctly because he might be bogus. It might be possible. But still, you have no other choice. You have no other choice. Just like sometimes you go to doctor may be quick. It may be quick. But then you go to another doctor. You go to another person if you get jhatka once. And like major problem, somebody is saying, some authority saying you go and drink wine, liquor. So much that you can easily make out. But generally speaking, that's the rule and we all have to follow that. We cannot circumvent it. And we have to practice bhakti under the guidance of devotees only, because the Maya is so strong. If Prabhupada says outside devotees association, if you try to practice or we think that I can advance, you are insane. Insane means mad. Arjuna has also become mad. He is telling Krishna. He is quoting to Krishna. Can you imagine? So why is quoting like that? Nacha Shreyo Anupashyami. Nacha Shreyo Anupashyami, that means, I do not see Shreya. Why he said like that? Because there is a verse, Do imam purusha loke surya mandal bhedino parivrad yoga yuktascha rane chabhumukhe hata. So two kinds of people, Prabhupada says, that go to heaven. First is Kshatriya, who dies on the battle, and other who is in the renounced order of life. Devotees spiritual culture, they go to heaven. Arjuna is saying here, Krishna, I will kill them and they will go to heaven. But I am the killer. The verse is not for the killer. I will kill them, they will go to heaven. What about me? I will not get anything. That is the meaning of Nacha Shreyo Anupashyam. On the contrary, I will get the reaction for killing. Krishna is saying, my dear, what you are saying? You will gain victory, na? अरे आप जीत तो जाएंगे ना, राज्य तो मिलेगा, सुख मिलेगा. He's saying, no, they are my sojan. If I kill them, the victory is not pleasing to me. The kingdom is not pleasing to me. The happiness is not pleasing to me. Now let's try to imagine a situation where the victory may not be desirable or may not be pleasing. Suppose, India is having World Cup final with Pakistan and the match is about to start. And the Indian cricket team is told, my dear, if you, play and you will win and you will get the trophy, World Cup winners, Team India. But we have 100 nuclear weapons, and if you win, we will throw all of them to your country. And when you go back, there will be nothing. Whole India will be finished. Your friends, relatives, everything, we will make sure that all of them die. So this situation has been saying, even if I win, I will go back then with whom, my whole kingdom is finished, all of them will be killed. Therefore, I don't want victory. Are you understanding? So that's the example here. Otherwise, generally everyone will want victory. But here is saying that, I don't want victory. All of them will kill my relatives. Sojan. Sojanam ahave. Hatva sojanam. If I kill my relatives, and what is the use of victory, kingdom, and happiness? So therefore, the conclusion of Arjuna is, so better than fighting, I think I'll go to the forest and there I will live peacefully. This is the conclusion. Because I cannot fight. Even if I kill them, so they will go to heaven, I will go to sinful direction, I'll go to hell. And even if I go back to kingdom victory, that is also not possible. So there is a lose situation. Yamno rajyena govinda kim bhoger jivitena va yesham arthe kamchitam no rajya bhoga sukhani cha te ime vasta yuddhe pranam styaktva dhanani cha acharya putara putra tathaiva cha pitamaha matula sashura potra shalya sambandhinastata etanna hantum ichchami vinantopi madhusudana अभित्रैलोक्य राज्यस्य हेतु किं नु महि कृते निहत्याधार्त राष्ट्रान्न काप्रीति स्यात् जनार्दन. So now, so many names he's saying. First name he's saying of Krishna is Govinda. Hey Govinda. And, Janardana. Madhusudana. 3 names he's saying it. All these names are very special meanings. Yamno Rajina Govinda. So Go means the senses of the cows. And Gopal means he's maintainer of the senses of the cows. Govinda means to give pleasure. So Krishna is the giver of pleasure to the senses and to the cows. So here Arjuna is saying that, my dear Krishna, like Krishna and Arjuna are using very intimate names also, many different names. So names also have a great meaning. Like when you're official, you deal with someone, oh, my dear sir. But when you're personal, private with someone, and your affection for him, like intimate relative, someone in home may call you Golu, or like the news, some very intimate names by which you are known in that circle. So like that, the names also have meaning. So Govinda Arjuna is saying that, my dear Krishna, you are the giver of pleasure to senses. So why are you not giving pleasure to my senses? Please give pleasure to my senses. I don't want to fight. But Prabhupada writes here that he forgot that Govinda is not meant to give pleasure to yours. We are meant to give pleasure to Govinda's senses. In the process, automatically our get happiness. But it's not that, Govinda is meant to give pleasure to our senses. That is the order supplier. This is, again, Arjuna's, Prabhupada will write this point here, you will see that. Arjuna indicates that Krishna should understand what will satisfy Arjuna's sense. But Govinda is not meant to satisfy our sense. If we try to satisfy the senses of Govinda, however, then automatically our senses are satisfied. That is the meaning. First thing is Govinda. Yesham arthe, for whom people we are fighting, Raja Bhoga Sukhanincha, no use. They have come here. So, so now, why shall we desire kingdom? Arjuna said, we shall not fight. So now, uh, so they want kingdom, and for that they are fighting. But we don't want kingdom, so we will not fight. So Krishna is saying, Arey, you are saying we will not fight, but they are not saying like that. Then why they want to fight? Krishna is asking, like, आप कह रहे हैं लड़ाई नहीं करना है, तो ये लोग क्यों कह रहे हैं लड़ाई करना? आप ही क्यों नए बन रहे हैं? आप why you are saying like? So Arjuna is saying, if you, and Krishna is saying, if you are not merciful, and if you are merciful, you don't kill them, then don't think they will leave you. They will kill you. आपको समझ में आ रहा है अर्जुन? They will kill you. They will not leave you. So Arjuna is saying, no problem. Even if they kill me, even if even if the heaven is on bet, forget this, Hastinapur, Indraprasth. Even if I were the bet was put on heaven that if I win, I will gain heaven, still I will not kill them. I am not prepared to fight them, even in exchange for the 3 worlds, let alone this world. It's pleasure. So then Krishna is saying, Arey, theek hai yaar, it's okay. So I understand, you have great respect for your Bhishma, you have great respect for Drona. Arey, at least kill these fellows, Duryodhana and party, at least kill these fellows. They have done so much injustice to you, na. इनको तो मार दो कम से कम. धृतराष्ट्र के लड़कों को तो मार दो, बाकी को मत मारना. द्रोण को छोड़ देना, भीष्म छोड़ देना. नहीं, अर्जुन कह रहे हैं नहीं, इसको इनको मार के क्या है कि मेरे को शांति नहीं मिलेगा. I will not get peace. And instead he pointed out the previous one which I said you that killer goes to heaven, I will not go. So I will not do that. Can you imagine how much like he's compassionate or whatever, And another point he's saying here that Krishna, your name is Madhusudan. Here, etam na hinchami chami ganantopi Madhusudan. Arey, you are Madhusudan. Your name is not Sandipani Sudan. Your name is not Vasudev Sudan. You have not killed your teacher. You have not killed your father. Your name is Madhusudan. You have killed a demon. Why are you telling me to become Drona Sudan or to become Bhishma Sudan? आप भी ऐसा नहीं करते. आप मेरे को क्यों कह रहे हैं? अरे आप ही मार दीजिए. You only kill. That is the meaning of the 3rd word, Janardhan. Janardhan means, my dear Krishna, if I will kill, I will get sinful reaction. But your name is Janardhan. You are the maintainer of the living entities. One who can give life can take life also. So you can kill them and you will not get sinful reaction. It's not possible. You are the Supreme Lord. How can you get sinful reaction? If I kill, I'll get sinful. You only kill. Can you imagine? Just like, now imagine a situation, Krishna is saying, Arey, you please go Haribol. You ask for donation, मंदिर चलाना है. नहीं कृष्णा, मैं मांग जाऊंगा, मेरा इंसल्ट हो जाएगा. एक काम करो, आप ही मांग लीजिए. You go and ask for donation. So you can imagine how much this thing, it has affected him. What kind of arguments what he's saying. Even a devotee like you are laughing, he was a top devotee, but illusion, Krishna put him in such severe illusion just to, magnify the situation. And these kind of reasons he's giving. You are Janardhan. Janardhan also means maintainer. And another point is, like, to maintain, sometimes you have to kill also. So if to maintain living entities, some demoniac living entities, you kill them, you kill them. I will not kill them. You kill them. आपको मारना है ना को, आप और चाहिए, आप मारिए, मेरे को क्यों परेशान कर रही हैं? मुझे छोड़ दीजिए, मैं जंगल जाता हूँ, मेरे से नहीं झेल रहा है, मैं नहीं कर सकता सेवा. यही कह रहे हैं वो, मैं सेवा नहीं कर सकता. अरे oh, our time is up. It's already 56. So we'll stop here. Prabhus, any question you can ask for your 4 minutes. If you have.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Who is this?
Prabhuji Pratik.
I'm not able to see you, Prabhu, where you are.
Pratik Prabhuji.
Pratik, yes. Now I can see. Thank you.
Prabhuji, you thank you very much for your class. You were informing that one point that we need guidance at every particular step, whatever serious step we are taking in life. And you also told of sannyasi, even he may also require the guidance at every step. But we see that when one becomes very senior and seniority increases, then there is expectation from others as well to have some responsibility, and in this case also, if one is sannyas, so there may not be his seniors that time present for him, then at this time what one should do then for guidance?
Anyways, you don't have any situation like that. Earlier, you are, unless you are GBC chairman, so that might not come to you. It's a very far off thing, and hardly some of you might become GBC chairman. Anyways, for most of us, guidance is available, and there also they do what I'll tell you. My spiritual master, he was in some this thing Chowpatty community earlier, ISKCON Chowpatty. They were like something separate from ISKCON that time. Something had happened is very long back, 30, 40 years back. And then he was asking all the who were the distinct trustees that what do you want? So all of them were saying, let's leave ISKCON and we'll start our own thing. And then he said that you please try to hear what I also have to say. I want to join ISKCON again because I want the association of my God brothers. This is what my spiritual master told them. Just to take the association of my God brothers, I want to come back to ISKCON. Can you understand? Even at that level, people have to be so careful. One another different example, I'll give you. One devotee was there. He was also sannyasi. He was a very powerful preacher in the this thing, European countries. Lakhs and lakhs, so many temples were there. But somehow or other, he told in one GBC meeting that, I have developed this problem, I cannot hear now. I can only give lecture, I cannot hear. And therefore, then he had some difficulty in life. So that we should arrange our life in such a way that never that time is going to come. Now, like just now, this Kushal going to give Bhagavatam in timely. So I thought, if I go to clearing after 8 o'clock, then it will be 8:30. So today I got up a little early, chanted some rounds before, and I went to clearing before only. So immediately now I will rush and attend the Bhagavatam there. So like that, we have to plan our life. We should not try to escape, other devotees, our equals, and like in a senior stage, we take help of equals and like that. Okay? The time is up. So thank you so much. If you have any question, we'll take next time. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.